Hello again. Today I'm going to tell you about my retirement life. Believe it or not, I'm so engrossed with what's happening in the Philippines. This Alice Guo saga, this Quiboloy saga, and some other things. With what is happening, I don't think you need to watch teleserye. Forget about teleserye because this is the real thing. Now, let's talk about Alice Guo's situation. I always said before, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, let the process go on. And as I'm listening, I'm beginning to be convinced that she's guilty. Now, that's just my opinion, okay? That's just my opinion. A lot of monies are being received, yet not being declared. It's one thing not to pay taxes on those monies. It's another thing to find out what is the source of that money. Where are they coming from? Is it money laundering or whatnot? And how come she does not even want to show up in the hearing? On one hand, you will say, maybe she's actually sick. Who wants the publicity that she's getting, right? But she's not going to get the publicity if she did not do something. Obviously, there's something fishy going on. Properties supposedly transferred over, but paperwork was not done. Like cars, registration still in her name. Title to the property still in her name. She's considered an officer of the Pogo. She said no, she quit when she ran for mayor. A lot of questions, a lot of issues. Oh, and her identity. Now there is a school record. She did not grow in a farm and homeschooled. There is a school record. And the Bureau of Immigration document that shows she entered the country when she was 13, or I think they mentioned some other age. And it's crazy. I bet this is going to be, if this is happening in the US, this will definitely be a Netflix movie. Well, in the Philippines, maybe they'll come up with something similar to Netflix. But it's interesting. It's a real movie story. Unbelievable. Now, Kiboy, there is a, what's it, 10 million peso ransom that will lead to his arrest. I'm not saying this did not happen before, okay, but this is the first time I heard of it. This is like the cowboy times, when they put wanted 10 million, 1 million, $100,000 reward. This is the first time I heard of it in the Philippines. Again, I'm not saying it never happened. This is just the first time I heard of it. And that is interesting. And now a lot of phone calls are coming in. They have to filter out the fake ones because a lot of people are attracted to that money, to the reward money. Whoa, it is terrible. And in fact, some were already arrested, maybe at least one, maybe more. This is just amazing what is happening. So I see this as entertaining, although I'm a little bit disappointed about what's happening in the Philippines, although it's also happening in the US. And I don't know which one is worse, the US or the Philippines, but they're all the same. Once you enter politics, that is what happens. I wonder what would happen to Alice Guo if she did not enter the politics, if she did not become a mayor. Well, of course, if she did not become a mayor, she will not be able to get all these approvals that she herself is approving to do whatever the hell they are doing. Whoa, this is crazy as hell. So I'm just glued to the TV. That's why I'm not posting anything, because I'm the one watching YouTube and I am fascinated by what is going on. Now, the interesting thing is the people. It's more quiet now, but there are still some people who are supporting Alice Guo. But as strong as they were before, they're a little bit, well, we still support Alice Guo, but the tone changed. It changed, but it's still there. And I cannot believe these people. If anything, they should get mad at her for deceiving them. They got deceived. I would. And now we're coming up with another one. What's his name? The one who got involved with family. And finally, he is now being questioned about his role in the corruption that occurred. Now, something that probably is going on, but not too noisy yet, is the case against Duterte. You know, the ICC reward and all these things, the family, the drugs, his involvement, the money matters that is involved in that. Eventually, something will come out of this, but I don't know if it will, and if it does, when it will happen. So anyway, this is so interesting, and for the Filipino people, I hope you open up your mind. Select the right officers. Don't vote for them just because they're good looking. Don't vote for them just because they're rich. Don't vote for them just because they're an actor. Don't vote for them because of some of the good things they did in the past. The good things could be completely obliterated once they do one bad thing. So take a look at that, because one bad thing doesn't necessarily mean one. Maybe they got caught on one, but there are 10 other bad things that they're doing. So just be a little bit more smart in selecting the officers, the government officials that you vote for. So that is what I'm following up on, just to see what the heck is going on. And then we'll go back to retirement. But this is all part of retirement. Of course, some people say to me, oh, why don't you just go ahead and don't worry about those things and just enjoy your retirement life? Oof. I cannot do that. My eyes has to be open, whether it's beautiful, it's ugly, whether it's politics, non-politics, I will need to be involved. When I say involved, just open my eyes. I don't necessarily mean be actively involved in it. Of course, that's their business. But if I see that things are not going right, for example, what's happening between China and the Philippines, that will affect my decision to retire in the Philippines, obviously. But so far, I just let things go and enjoy life. And I do travel, visit my children, visit my relative in the US, go overseas. For example, in another couple of months, we'll be going to Germany. And last December, we just came back from Switzerland. And of course, the early part of this year, I was in the Philippines and visited different resort areas. So I'm enjoying life, don't get me wrong. But don't ask me to close my eyes, because I can't, because I can see. I can hear, I can smell. So I have to use those senses. So thank you so much, guys. If there is any more update on this Alice Guo thing, that is exciting, of course, and family and Kiboy, I'll be back on the air. Now, meanwhile, those who have questions about retirement, just go ahead and send me a comment in the comment section. Please put it in the comment section, because that will help me if there's a lot of commentaries going on back and forth, good or bad, as long as it is polite. When I say bad, I don't mean using bad words, but you may be against what I'm saying. That's fine. I would love to hear it. If there are positive things, I would love to hear it even more, of course. Please do share this with others. I'll appreciate it if you click like. And if you subscribe to my channel, unless you have already done so, that will help me greatly reach my 100,000 subscriber base. Thank you again. Make it a great day, and God bless.